According to senior U.S. military commander in the region, United States Army and United States Navy helicopters engaged and destroyed Iranian small boats that posed a threat to commercial shipping in and around the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. Navy Admiral Brad Cooper, head of U.S. Central Command CENTCOM, stated, "We have an enormous amount of capability and firepower concentrated in and around the strait, including AH-64 Apache and MH-60 Seahawk helicopters used just this morning to eliminate 6 Iranian small boats threatening commercial shipping. So we're backing up commitment with action." The strike was part of Operation Project Freedom, a U.S. initiative aimed at countering harassment of commercial vessels. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why AH-64 Apache and MH-60 Seahawk are successfully taking out Iranian small boats. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Strait of Hormuz, located between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, constitutes the only maritime corridor linking the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. Its strategic geography is defined by Iran along the northern littoral and the United Arab Emirates together with Musandam Peninsula and exclave of Oman to the south. At its narrowest point, the strait measures approximately 21 nautical miles, 39 kilometers in width, effectively rendering it a critical maritime choke point with significant implications for global energy flows and regional security dynamics. Since the 1980s, Iran has invested heavily in the development and deployment of a large fleet of fast attack craft. These vessels encompass a spectrum of capabilities, including platforms equipped with anti-ship missiles, as well as those configured for suicide or explosive-laden missions. Their relatively small size confers a low radar and visual signature, while high speed and agility enable evasive maneuvering in congested littoral environments. As a whole, these characteristics complicate detection, tracking, and engagement, particularly for larger surface combatants operating in constrained waters. The operational risks posed by such small boat threats have been recognized for decades, but they were brought into sharper focus during the Millennium Challenge 2002 exercise conducted by the United States Department of Defense. In that widely debated wargame, swarming tactics employing fast boats, some simulating suicide attacks, achieved notable success against elements of a U.S. naval force, underscoring vulnerabilities in traditional force protection concepts. The exercise catalyzed doctrinal reassessment and accelerated the development of counter-swarm strategies within the United States Navy. In response, the U.S. military has progressively refined a layered approach to countering fast inshore attack craft. A central component of this evolution has been the integration of rotary wing platforms such as the AH-64 Apache and MH-60 Seahawk into maritime security operations. The Boeing AH-64 Apache is engineered primarily as a precision strike platform. However, its integrated sensor suite, substantial firepower, and high maneuverability render it exceptionally well-suited to countering fast, lightly armed maritime threats such as Iranian small attack craft. In a representative engagement scenario, the Apache leverages its ability to operate at low altitude and reduced airspeed over littoral waters, employing advanced electro-optical and infrared targeting systems to detect, track, and classify small, high-speed vessels, even within congested and cluttered maritime environments. This capability for both visual and electronic target discrimination is critical when confronting swarm tactics, wherein numerous boats attempt to saturate defenses through speed, dispersion, and coordinated maneuver. Once targets are confirmed, the Apache can prosecute engagements from standoff distances using the AGM-114 Hellfire missile, delivering highly accurate, laser-guided effects capable of disabling or destroying individual boats with minimal collateral damage. The missile's range allows the aircraft to remain outside the effective engagement envelope of most small boat weapons, enabling systematic neutralization of priority or heavily armed targets. The Apache's decisive advantage against swarm threats, however, lies in its layered and scalable weapons employment. Complementing the Hellfire is the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, APKWS, which bridges the gap between heavy missiles and unguided rockets. By converting standard Hydra 70 rockets into laser-guided munitions, APKWS provides the helicopter with a cost-efficient and versatile strike option. It can be delivered in either precision single shots or rapid salvos to generate area effects. This provides the crew with the ability to engage multiple vessels in quick succession, disrupt attack formations, and compel hostile boats to disperse or abort their approach, an essential capability against multi-axis swarm tactics. At closer engagement ranges, the helicopter's signature weapon, the M230 chain gun, becomes the primary tool. Mounted on a chin turret and capable of high rates of fire, the 30mm cannon offers precise tracking and engagement of fast-moving targets, including boats attempting to close within lethal range. Its high explosive ammunition is effective against lightly constructed hulls, propulsion systems, and exposed personnel, making it particularly suited for close-in defense and the rapid neutralization of residual threats. Together, these capabilities enable the Apache to deliver a coherent, multi-layered response tailored to the dynamics of maritime swarm engagements. U.S. Navy MH-60 Seahawks are known to have been flying armed force protection missions as part of Operation Epic Fury against Iran as well. So their involvement in countering Iranian small boats is not surprising. Seahawk is a cornerstone of modern naval aviation, designed to perform a wide spectrum of maritime operations with versatility and precision. Developed by Sikorsky Aircraft, a subsidiary of Lockheed Martin, the Seahawk family is derived from the UH-60 Blackhawk platform, but extensively adapted for naval use, including corrosion-resistant materials, folding rotor blades, and reinforced landing gear for shipboard operations. One of the defining attributes of the Seahawk is its integration into the broader naval combat ecosystem. Through data links and advanced avionics, it can share real-time targeting and surveillance information with ships, submarines, and other aircraft. Primarily operated by the United States Navy and numerous allied forces worldwide, the MH-60 Seahawk exists in two main variants, the MH-60R, Romeo, and MH-60S, Sierra. The MH-60R is optimized for anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface warfare, equipped with several weapon systems. Like the Apache, it has Hellfire missile at the high end of this spectrum and APKWS for mass onslaught. For close-range engagements, the Seahawk is equipped with crew-served machine guns, such as the GAU-21. Mounted at the cabin doors, these weapons provide immediate, high rate of fire capability against nearby threats. They are especially valuable for suppressing hostile crews, disabling exposed engines, or deterring approaching boats that breach missile engagement distances. Unlike guided munitions, machine guns require no targeting lock, allowing for instantaneous response in dynamic, high-speed encounters. Armed helicopters remain a central component of maritime defense against swarms of fast inshore attack craft, particularly in the operational context of Iran and the constrained waters of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's naval doctrine emphasizes asymmetric warfare, relying heavily on large numbers of small, fast boats operated by both the regular Navy and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy. One of the principal advantages of rotary wing assets is their deployment flexibility. Helicopters such as the AH-64 Apache and MH-60 Seahawk can operate from both forward land bases and surface combatants at sea, enabling them to be positioned closer to potential threat axes. This forward basing significantly reduces response times compared to fixed-wing aircraft and allows for extended on-station presence, which is critical in high-tempo environments where swarm attacks can materialize rapidly. In the confined geography of the Persian Gulf, where reaction windows may be measured in minutes, this responsiveness provides a decisive operational advantage. When embarked aboard naval vessels, armed helicopters effectively extend the defensive perimeter of the host platform. Rather than relying solely on shipboard weapon systems, which are constrained by horizon limits and reaction times, helicopters provide an outer, highly mobile layer of force protection. Equally important is the flight profile of the helicopters. The ability to operate at low altitude and relatively slow speeds allows crews to visually and electronically detect, track, and classify small surface contacts that might otherwise be obscured by sea clutter or coastal background noise. It is no surprise that these platforms were able to take out Iranian boats,